Hi guys, it is for 2. If you've been subscribed to my channel for over a year, you probably know that I already made a video like this. But the thing is, 1 year ago, I was totally the game. So, well, I wanted to fix it. Because, I can't even watch my own old tutorial. Yeah, it's how bad it is. So yeah, today I will be making a tutorial on how to improve at the bridge. This is only the basics, so it can work for both Minecraft, Java and Bedrock. Of course, there are some differences, and I will talk about that in the video, don't worry. So yeah, if you end up enjoying the video, well, consider liking and subscribing because it really means a lot. Okay, now onto the video. Okay, so I know it might seem obvious to a lot of you, but I see too much people who don't do it. First thing you want to do when you and your opponent are in cage is that you want to gap up, because gapping up provides you a big advantage. If you and your opponent go into a PvP encounter, you're 100% sure that if you're decent at PvP, you will win every single trade if your opponent didn't do it. Okay, looking is one, if not the most important thing in the bridge. And the thing is, I don't see a lot of people do it. Many just block spam their way to my goal, and that's just dumb. I mean, I sometimes get caught off guard by that, but yeah, I can just kill them easily because they're not even looking at me. They're not even knowing where the hits come from. So yeah. And when they do that above the height limit, it's even easier because, well, I can just start a bow combo and they can't do anything about it. That's why when you're on the bridge, well, you should always, every like 10 seconds maximum, look at your opponent, because if not, they can just bypass you or kill you easily, and yeah, they have free goal. Okay, so towering is also a big part of bridge because, as I said, a lot of people don't look at me when they are just placing blocks under them, and yeah, most of the time, as I said, I can just hit them off easily, but sometimes, well, I lag, so there is hit reg, so I just don't hit them and they go through me. And sometimes, well, when they are lagging, they basically take almost no KB, and I end up boosting them towards my goal. So to counter that, I most of the time just build like a 4 to 5 block tall tower, so when they can just place like 2 or 3 maximum blocks, well, I have a high ground, and when most of the time they can't bypass, well, they're just going to start to tower up, and yeah, you can just hit them easily off the bridge, or you can combo them. You can't do anything about it. So yeah, easy. Then you can just continue to bridge over them. Just don't bridge all the way to their base, because for me at least, it's considered S-being, and you don't want to do that. S-being is totally toxic, and for real, don't do it, because if your opponent is decent and when they can kill you, well, they're just gonna go to your base and build a massive spawn block, and you just can't do anything when it happens. Don't do it, for real. I talk from my experience, so don't do it. A rare thing that can happen when you tower is that your opponent will wall run. This happened a lot to me, and trust me, don't try to raise that, because since they are gonna be wall running and you don't expect it, well, just don't run, because they're 100% sure gonna be in your goal before you are in theirs. 100% sure. So just avoid or jump on them if they are close to you. Another thing I want to say before we change the topic is that you need to make sure that they have enough space to go up on the bridge, because if not, that's just SBing, and yeah, you don't want to do that, as I said before. Okay, so this one is less used than the other ones, because you're mostly gonna use it when you're doing sweaty games or competitive games, so you won't really be using it a lot in casual games. There is a huge difference between Java and Bedrock for this one, because it's about bridging. On Bedrock, you can just place block in front of you and run at the same time, or just jump bridge, which is extremely fast. But on Java, you have to do bridges while going backwards, which is already much slower, and there isn't a lot of people who can diagonal god bridge and jitter bridge and tele bridge. So yeah, most of people are just gonna do slow bridging or speed bridging, and it will take a long time to make the win. So I recommend for Java players mostly to don't make one unless it's absolutely necessary. If your opponent already did it, or if you're in a competitive game, then you can do it. But I really don't recommend people to do it in casual games. On Bedrock though, you can do it on casual games, it doesn't matter, because it takes almost no time. There are two types of wings: diagonal wings and straight wings. Diagonal wings are basically when you bridge diagonally until you let enough space between you and the normal bridge, and then you just build towards your opponent base. The other one is much easier, but you can get hit off way easier. So straight wings is basically when you make an L-shaped wing. So it's way easier for you to get hit off, so I would recommend to use the diagonal one, because in my opinion it's better. But if you don't really know how to bridge, well, just do the straight one. I would also recommend the diagonal one for Java and straight one for Bedrock, because well, on Bedrock you can just jump bridge, and yeah. Last thing about wings is that you should start your wing minimum from the middle of a bridge, because if not, well, your opponent could consider it like another bridge, and yeah, that's really annoying when people just make other bridges and don't go from the main one. Of course, you can make wings, I'm not saying that you can't make one, but please don't build from your base to your opponent's base, because that's really annoying, and yeah, so please don't do it. Making head hitters. As she has said,
head hitters everywhere, 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 everywhere.
Did you understand? Every time you can, then you should make a head hitter. Why? Because it gives you a massive advantage if you and your opponent are in a race, and it's just easier to juke the people because you run so much faster. So you can also, well, just walk through them because of your speed and the CPS they have. So they can't really do anything. You can just walk through them, and yeah, easy goal. Okay, I know it might sound stupid, but for real, tactical voids are really a big thing in Bridge. If you know how to do it right, you can just void at the right time to defend your base. Let's say, for example, that you and your opponent are in a race, and then you clip in a block, what would you do? If you said that you would race, well, your opponent will obviously win it. But if you try to avoid and if you time it correctly, you can defend your base and just save one goal. So yeah, you should really learn how to do a technical void. Your opponent shouldn't be too close to your base before you do it, because else by the time that you void and that you drop down, your opponent will already be in the goal. Okay, so last thing is just play the game. This doesn't only work for playing Minecraft, but this works for everything in your life. The more you do something, the better you will get at it. The more you play bridge, the better you will get at it. That's that simple. And please, don't just rage quit, because rage quitting just make you lose your time. It doesn't matter if your opponent is a hacker, toxic player, or I don't even know. Just play the game. Even if a game is at 4-0, just don't rage quit. Play the game. Because sometimes you can do 4-0 comebacks. It already happened to me a lot of times. And yeah, this isn't really that hard. Just play the game. Because for real, I see too much people just rage quitting when I only scored like one goal. And just, if you don't believe me, just search up for Obsidian 360. And yeah, in his video where he played 100 games, they're like more than half that did rage quit. I think like it was 52, 53 players that rage quit on 100. You see, more than half of the players on Java Edition at least are rage quitting, and even on Bedrock it's the same. So please play the game and don't rage quit. Just lose your time and your opponent's time. Okay, just saying, because I'm not talking about when your parents tell you to stop playing the game, because I really don't want you guys not to have your phone for like 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, I don't know. But for real, if your parents tell you to stop playing the game, just stop playing. As someone that already did that, well, I didn't have my phone for like 3 months, so really, I don't know how severe your parents are, but if they are really, well, please do what they want you to do. It isn't considered rage quitting. You're just doing the right thing. So yeah, that was 7 easy tips for beginners to get better at the bridge. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, well, please like, comment and subscribe. You know how it is. So yeah, if you want the pack, it's called Claim 32v5. I just released it like, I think 1 week ago or something. So yeah, if you want to check it out, well, I have it in the description. So yeah, hope you guys have a great night or day wherever you're from. Ciao.